In this section, we're going to recall the concept of density. As a definition, density is a property of materials that describes the amount of matter present per unit volume. Amount of matter, we mean the mass present per unit volume. As you can see in this figure, there are two cubes of the same volume, yani of the same space. But the amount of matter in the second one here to the right is greater than the amount of matter in the first one. Though they are having the same volume, but the quantity of matter here is greater than this, or the mass here is greater than this, we say that the second one has higher density. That's why we can calculate the density of an object or of a certain material by dividing the mass, which is the amount of matter, by the total volume. It is the amount of matter per volume. So mass divided by volume. Using the triangle here, density is mass over volume. Volume is mass over density, and mass is density times volume. So if we are given two parameters, we can find the third one, and the formula are written here. Of course, the SI unit of density or the SI unit of mass is kilograms, and the SI unit of volume is meter cube. That's why the SI unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. A real life example, comparison between fresh water, between the density of fresh water and the density of salty water. As you can see here, the two cups are filled with the same volume of water. But the difference is that here, this volume of water is fresh. However, this volume of water is salty. The small dots here represent the particles of matter. As you can see, the amount of matter here, the amount of particles here are greater than those of the fresh water. This means the amount of matter here in the same volume is greater. That's why the density of salty water is greater than the density of fresh water. Since, according to this formula, for the same volume, the density and the mass are directly proportional. So for the same volume, as the mass increases, the object is considered to be denser. Similarly here, for the salty water is denser than the fresh water. The density or the average density of salty water is 1020 kilogram per meter cube. This is meter cube. While the density of fresh water is 1000 kilogram per meter cube.